move right on to item D. You need any other information?
No, we're not. We're not introducing.
Okay, we're good. Item D is adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a contract with Zyger Engineers, Inc. for design of the Mills Park Regulated Output Replacement Project in an amount not to exceed $43,934 from the General Fund Capital Reserve.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council. Topic in front of you tonight is regards to the streetlight improvements on a regulated output, otherwise known as RO. The streetlights connected to the RO circuits are a series of lights that share a single power source, similar to holiday lights. So if there's any issue or problems with the streetlights or wires at any location within an electrical circuit, it can cause an outage in other areas. So as you can see on the slide here, the city has a total of 8 RO circuits in our city, and that total is approximately 356 streetlights. So a couple of years ago, the city experienced an RO outage in the Crestmore neighborhood, which affected 57 streetlights. That RO circuit was improved by removing and replacing existing electrical wires within the conduit, which was the most expedient repair to get the streetlights up and running again. The city experienced a second RO streetlight outage in September of last year on another that affected the Mills Park neighborhood. A total of 50 streetlights are connected to that Mills Park RO, and this slide shows the locations of where all the streetlights are affected in those streets here. So you have like Sycamore, Cypress, and Williams. I don't want to go into too much detail on all the locations, but so once we knew about the outage, staff began investigating the cause of the power failure. Several potholes were excavated along Park Avenue to determine the condition of the existing underground wires. Staff noticed that the underground wires were directly buried, unlike what we experienced in the Crestmore neighborhood, which were installed within a conduit. Some of the insulation on the wires have burned off, leaving only the conductor exposed. So here's just some of the pictures that we notice here. You can see in the red over area, there's just conduit or just an underground wire just directly buried. There's another one there, and there's another one there. So the city coordinated with PG&E to successfully split the RO circuits to allow to have 2 different segments. So we allowed 26 lights to be able to turn on and keep functioning. This slide, as you can see, that area of Cedar, Hawthorne, Peachwood, and Pepper, all of them are currently on. Similar to the Crestmore RO outage, the city also requested assistance from residents that have streetlights adjacent to their property to provide temporary power. Currently, out of the 24 streetlights in this area that we currently don't have power, 14 of the residents are providing temporary power. That is, they're connecting the streetlights into their electrical socket in front of their house or in the garage. And 7 solar lights are also installed within this area. And staff also evaluated a permanent solution to fix this. And since the Mills Park RO underground wires were directly buried and not installed in conduits, and staff is recommending to install new conduit and wires and convert the RO circuit from series to parallel at the same time. And staff began working with PG&E to evaluate whether they can provide power to the new service locations to support this parallel circuit. And in December, just last month, PG&E informed the city that they can provide new power services. So the city issued a request for proposal for design of this Mills Park RO parallel circuit back in November, and received 1 proposal from Zyger Engineers in the amount of $44,000. And although staff reached out to other electrical engineering firms, posted the RFP on the city's website, only Zyger Engineers submitted the proposal. And staff discussed the project and scope of work with the firm, and they demonstrated that they have the knowledge and qualification and experience to perform the work. They completed similar projects for the city of Burlingame, San Carlos, and Redwood City. And the scope of work includes designing the replacement of this Mills Park that's 24 RO circuit, and developing specifications for bidding and providing support during bidding and construction process. So design will include the replacement of these also 11 streetlight poles, which were found to be defective during the RO assessment process. For the project schedule, staff estimates that it will take approximately 3 months to complete the design scope of work, and another 3 months to go out to bid and contract award. And construction will take approximately another 3 to 4 months. And for the fiscal impact, there's really no allocation for this project adopted in the 2016 to 21 CIP project, and we're requesting the $44,000 from the general fund capital reserve fund for this project. So this concludes my presentation. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for staff at this time or action by the council? Marty?
I think this is great. I'm in favor of this. I just wanted to ask about the solar lights, of how well they're working, and do you think we'll be able to take those light heads and be able to place them in other areas where it's dark across our city?
Yeah, they've been working really well, but due to the weather and the rain, they haven't been operating as we liked it. But hopefully they'll be recharged during this week and functioning as intended. But yes, once this location, once we have the circuits replaced, the solar lights are available to be used somewhere else.
Thank you.
Anything else for action by the council?
I'm prepared to take action, but I just want to thank staff. I mean, you really had to scramble in the last 18 months on this stuff, and I think uncovering some of these wires, I think we've been very fortunate, very lucky over the years that it hasn't happened sooner. And it's streetlights. We need those streetlights, and the families the residents need to feel safe. So, thank you for that. And anything else? Okay, I'll introduce the resolution.
Vice Mayor Ibarra.
Aye.
Councilmember O'Connell. Aye. Councilmember Rico Medina.
Aye.
Councilmember Marty Medina. Aye. Mayor Ruane.
Aye.